Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing I don't know if I could call it requested, but I do get a lot of compliments and questions on this, which is how I get my highlighters so blinding. And basically today I thought I'd share it with you guys. So I'm going to show you the tips I use and what I've learned through Instagram, YouTube, that sort of thing, and just watching makeup tutorials in general. When the highlighter craze came out, I got really obsessed with it and I started getting into Anastasia, Jeffree Star, all the sort of high-end highlighter brands I just absolutely loved. Blinding highlight, and I saw a few people on Instagram with this absolutely gorgeous highlight and I was just like, oh my god, I need that. So I went and bought the highlighters they had in the description, kind of like what I do with my Instagram. So I decided, I was like, oh my god, I need to know how to do that. So I'm going to show you guys my top tips basically for getting blinding highlight if you like a highlight. If you like more subtle highlights, this probably isn't the video for you, but if you want to watch, then you're more than welcome to. Highlighter videos, who doesn't love a good highlight? So I've literally just done my makeup and I am going to show you how I got this sort of highlight, but this is I've kind of toned it down today because I'm going out for dinner later on, so I didn't want to look like I'm going to blind the whole friggin' restaurant. But yeah, so I've got a medium highlight on today. This is what I'd usually wear on a day-to-day basis if I'm going out to eat, I don't know, out with my parents somewhere, you know, general wearing makeup sort of day. So brushes are really important, I've found, and the two brushes that I absolutely love using, I just had the wrong one up, the ABH A23 brush. This is so good if you want an accurate highlight, if that makes sense, just a little not line because it's not really classed as a line, but just a little precise, you know what I mean. So I really love this one and it picks up so much product and it just, oh, it's so good. It blends it quite well as well. But I also like using the Sigma high cheekbone highlighter. This is FO3 and this is really good for blending out your highlight. So if you get a harsher line and you want to just blend it out, then this is really good because it doesn't disturb any of your other makeup. So I really love using that. So these are my go-to brushes. I sometimes do use eyeshadow brushes, especially for nose highlight. I tend to get a fluffy eyeshadow brush, let me see, this one, this is just a 17 brush. It was £2 or something. And yeah, so I just get these, any sort of fluffy tapered brush for my nose highlight, just so it's very precise. I don't like it to be too wide because it makes your nose look wider, but I like to have a very sort of snatched nose. But yeah, I like to have a very snatched nose and that just gives me the look I desire. So brushes are really important in my opinion. These are just the brushes that work for me. If you have any other brushes that you really love and are really good for highlight, then please let me know in the comments. I would love to try them out. But these are the two that work for me. So again, this is the Anastasia one, this is the A23 brush, and this is the Sigma high cheekbone highlighter in FO3. Next thing, if you want a blinding highlight, you need a damp brush basically. I tend to use the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray, and this just works really well for me. It just quickly this just quickly coats the brush. I haven't had this very long at all and I've gone through it so quick. I literally use it every single day. Even when I'm not using much makeup at all, I just spritz this, especially because it's so hot and I just like having a really nice mattified looking face, and this just gives me the look I desire. So basically when I go to highlight my face, I just give the brush a quick spritz of this and it just kind of not coats it, but makes it a bit damp. You can use water, you can use Urban Decay, you can use any setting spray. Basically just use your favourite setting spray and just give the brush a quick spritz and dip into your favourite highlight. And yeah, because if you put it on just powder, it tends to do a bit more subtle, so that's great if you want a subtler highlight. But if you want a more blinding highlight, then I really recommend you wet your brush and you will see a massive difference. Okay, the third thing, most important thing of this whole routine, is highlight. So for highlights, let me talk you guys through it a little bit. Now for highlights, obviously this cream highlight, I don't like them. I don't think they're very good for being blinding. I think they're really good if you want dewy skin, but I don't really recommend them for if you want a really good blinding popping highlight. These are good if you want a subtle glow or if you want just a natural sort of I don't know, healthy glow I suppose for summer. So if you don't want to be have a blinding patch of highlight, then I would recommend using this under or mixed with your foundation. So yeah, these are really good though if you want to just a natural healthy glowy skin. But if you want the blinding highlight, I really recommend you use a powder highlight. This is my favourite highlighting palette to go to. This is the Nicole Guerrero Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit palette, and this one, oh guys, it's insane. I've never had a better highlight. This and Jeffree Star Ice Cold, is probably like my all-time favourite highlight. Would never be replaced, nothing comes close to it. So I tend to use the shades Kitty Cat and Forever Lit. These two mixed together are gorgeous. It looks a lot darker in the pan, but it goes on obviously like this. This are the two colours I got on today. And even without like spritzing your brush, this goes on quite well, but it has got like glittery chunks, so you do have to blend it in. But yeah, I can use all of these colours. Even though they look quite dark in the pan, they do come out lighter on my face, and they are very glittery and quite chunky almost. Let me just swatch one for you. I'm just going to swatch Forever Lit. Like, so nice, but you can kind of see it's chunky. So yeah, I prefer glittery highlights. Chalky highlights for me don't tend to work as well because they're harder to work with, they're harder to blend, and I do like a good buttery highlight. So if the formula is quite soft but also has a little bit of glitter and shimmer to it, then I really like that sort of highlight. I would recommend, out of all the highlighters, if you get a buttery highlight, it is the easiest to work with and the easiest to make like pop on your face. So highlighters like Ofra, Ice Cold, some of the more affordable ones like Sleek, even though they're not like buttery, they're still really blinding. It's not chalky, it's just like a finely milled powder. I find they're really nice to work with as well. This is just Sleek next to that. Yeah, I also recommend like MAC Soft and Gentle, those sort of skin illuminators. They're really nice and they're really buttery. And also if you're looking for a really good high-end highlighter, I'd recommend the Becca one. I have the Prosecco Pop one and that is gorgeous. It's buttery, the formula is just perfect. Like, they did such a good job on that colour. That's the only one I have of them. I'm thinking about getting the Champagne Pop and also it's called Opal. Their formula is really good. So buttery highlights I think are like the way to go because they're like the easiest to blend and the easiest to work with. But yeah, drugstore highlighters, if you're going to go for a drugstore brand, you want to make sure it's quite buttery or the pigment is just like obviously there. I'd recommend the Sleek palette. This is Celeste palette. The Sleek highlighters in my opinion are really good and they're really good, like money value. Definitely recommend them. Okay, so that is just my tips on like choosing highlighters and how to get more of a blinding highlight if that's what you guys are like after. I will do another video on a subtle sort of highlight look if you guys prefer that, like more of like an everyday one for like people that don't want to wear blinding makeup like this. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you like learned something from those tips. I really enjoy like doing informative videos like this, so if you have any requests then please leave them down below. And that is it for today's video guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a massive like and subscribe if you don't already for more future videos like this. I've got a lot of great content coming out and I don't want you guys to miss out. So thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.